welcome back to our channel, everyone.
Hey, what's up, guys?
I am Michelle Easley.
And I'm Rodney Easley.
And we are not easily broken. We're on our way to our son and daughter-in-law's house for dinner.
Yep.
And then we're going to have a little special treat for you guys. So we just thought we'd take you along as we are driving over there. This is our first time at their house since they've been married. And we get to see them at church on Sunday, but it's still strange, huh? With them not living at the house a little bit.
It's a little bit strange,
a little bit.
But you know, we got invited to the love bug and see how the nest is going. The love nest is going.
Yeah, so we are on our way over there, so we will pick you up when we get there.
All right, fam.
All right, bye. Look at the newlyweds in the kitchen.
We ain't on it anyway, so don't worry about it. Until tomorrow. Alright, guys.
They made dinner. Like a baked ziti. Yummy. And we just had a fabulous dinner with them, cooked by them.
Everything was delicious.
Delicious. So now we're going to have them as a special guest on Not Easily Broken. We're going to talk to them about this first couple months of marriage. So,
in the Love Shack.
Come on and join us.
Love Shack.
Come on in.
All right. Hello, Mrs. Easley.
Hi.
How are you?
Isn't that weird?
And Joshua, how are you doing?
Lisa, you're married.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
So, we just wanted to talk to you guys about your first. How long have you been married?
2 months.
Yeah. 2 months. Wow. 60 days, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
More than that. What is it today?
Okay. So December 10th
Yeah.
was the wedding. Okay.
So this is our baby son,
Mm-hmm.
Joshua, and his wife.
Wife.
Yeah,
Danielle.
That's big. So when you introduce her, because that was his thing, he would say, "Oh, this is my wife, Michelle," and I'm like, "Rodney, they already know me." Like you could just say, "This is Michelle." But do you find yourself saying wife more and husband more?
I haven't heard you say husband.
I say it all the time at work.
I did. Okay. Yeah. Well, introduction wise, I say wife.
Yeah.
Like Chardonnay today.
Okay.
Yeah.
So today, guys, we are here at their Love Shack. They invited us over. And so we just want to see how the first 2 months of marriage has been going. is it everything that they hoped for? Is it everything that they expected?
Yeah.
What's going good? What's going not so good? It takes time to get your feet wet, you know. So we just gonna talk to them and see what's going on with them.
So let's talk about expectations. Is it what you expected?
How'd you guys meet?
Oh yeah.
Long story.
Right. We met in college at GCU. Am I supposed to look at the camera or look at y'all?
Hey, if you want.
Okay.
Hey,
yes.
ain't no fancy editing over here.
So yeah, met at GCU. We met freshman year, so this is year 8 now of knowing each other.
Yeah, that's it.
How far are we gonna say?
No, yeah, we met through a mutual friend.
I got a car second semester. I invited her, you, and Kyra to church, and so I was like, I don't want to go to church by myself because I don't live out here. So
Yeah.
so I got my car. I brought my car, and then I brought them to church with me. And
We've been friends ever since, or
yeah,
together ever since.
Well, friendship is important. It's an important part of the relationship.
I think more couples should be friends first.
yeah.
You know, it's usually the opposite. And then you have more problems. Seem like.
Yeah.
Trying to get to the friendship.
Right.
Well,
I'm gonna do that too.
yeah, we stopped being friends for a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and so we had to learn how to be friends again.
Right.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so met in college, and I remember I went up there. I met all y'all. I came up there. We went to dinner, and I met some of you ladies, some of his friends and stuff like that. And we began to notice all these pictures, all these postings of the two of y'all.
I mean, pictures for every season,
Yeah.
every holiday, everything. It's just my friend. It's just my friend. It's just my friend. I remember a conversation. I don't know if you guys remember this. A conversation. You was on the phone. He was at home, and you guys were talking about dating friends or something like that, and y'all was asking me, and I said, well, what better person to be or make than your best friend?
Yeah.
That's the best relationship because you don't have to put on airs with that person. You feel comfortable. You don't have to, you can be yourself.
Yeah.
They know the good, the bad, and the ugly, and they still like you as a friend. So that's the best person to be in a relationship with. And you guys were like, but we don't like each other like that. I mean, I don't know how many times I heard it, and we was like, yeah, you do.
Right. We've heard that before, and we've seen that before, as a matter of fact. And so now, COVID, did I say COVID? The pandemic hit, the pandemic hit, whatever, y'all know what I'm saying. And school, a lot of people went home, but you guys chose to stay.
Right.
Yeah.
Stay and finish out. That was your senior year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was their
It
senior
was
year.
after spring break.
Right. And
So it was only like 2 months.
okay, yeah. And so then we had to come up there and
Move you home.
Mr. Joshua home.
Yeah.
And
Danny
Danny
was
had
always
moved-
right there.
Danny had moved into her new place.
Yeah.
Got to go over there and bless that home. And I remember when it was time to go. This is when you really won me over. We was leaving out at 5 in the morning? About 5 in the morning. And they had hung out that night, the night before. And she drove, how long was it?
It was like 30 minutes.
A 30-minute drive at 5 o'clock in the morning to say bye again. You could have just called me, brother. But
Not right.
that's what I was. So just summarize for us once you got back home.
The whirlwind before the engagement.
Right. So, so basically 2020 was the year that I got called to the ministry, and pandemic. So it was just mentally a lot. I also found out I wasn't getting my master's anymore. So there's a lot of stuff that just wasn't my plan. And then in my prayer time, I think I was fasting also. Just I felt like God spoke to me of who my wife would be, and it would be her. And the rest is history. We had that conversation, which was really awkward.
Nice little
and
text.
yeah, it wasn't even a conversation, it was a text.
Because you was too scared to talk.
Yeah, I couldn't say it out
We're
loud.
on FaceTime.
It was too
and
weird. Like,
he was like,
I'm talking to someone who's my best friend. Like, I think we're gonna be married. Like,
he was
no,
like, I'm gonna text you.
I didn't do
Yeah.
that. Anyway, so yeah,
Then yeah, 2020, when you proposed, we kept dating.
not 2020.
No, we kept going. When did you propose?
Yeah, what year? A year ago, right?
Mhm.
2 years ago.
I
Oh,
can remember.
2023. Oh yeah, it was the same year. 2023. Yeah.
January 7th, 2023. Yeah.
Got married December 10th, 2023.
So, Danny, I'm gonna ask you because I think that because I know me, and I feel like you and I are very similar in a lot of ways. How did you feel knowing that he brought your family here to be a part of that engagement?
It was like the best thing ever. I was overjoyed because that was, my family means a lot to me that I'm now understanding more as I become an adult. And so seeing them being able to be a part of a moment so special as that one was like, oh, you care about me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I think that, traditionally, the man talks to the girl's family before they get married, but in this year, people don't do that. People do not do that. People, the whole engagement thing and marriage thing is between the couple. It's not, they don't involve the family. So I feel like that was very special that he, contacted your mom and dad. And well, I know that he talked to your dad when you guys were there for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But the fact that he talked to your dad, and asked for your hand in marriage, not went ahead and proposed and then was like, hey, come on, be a part of this, but that he did it that way and then brought your family out here, coordinated with them to where you didn't even know.
At all.
And I remember your sister saying that you kept calling her and she wasn't answering the phone.
I was like, nobody's paying attention. Like, I'm in crisis.
Well, how was that for you though, to go and ask the father? Because like your mom was saying, they don't do that today. That's old fashioned stuff. People don't do that.
Yeah. I mean, I know it was something that she wanted me to do. So that's why I did it. I don't necessarily think I like felt I wanted to do it, but I wanted them to be involved, obviously. But it was definitely something that she was like valued for her dad to be, asked. And so I did. It was not even really a conversation. It was pretty quick. For me, it was really simple, really easy. I was a little nervous trying to figure out how. Cause obviously I'm at her house, so it's not like I can sneak away somewhere. She's gonna be like, she knows that I came there with her. So
like, where you going?
Exactly.
Like, you don't know nobody here.
Right. So I just had the conversation with them, and it was pretty easy. And her dad was like, "Oh yeah, we love you," and in his passport, that's what I got. So
Oh, he wasn't cleaning no gun, right?
No. We were installing a ceiling fan in their room.
But that's good because it's big. I mean,
her mom had more to say.
Of course.
But her dad was pretty simple.
Yeah.
Her and Uncle Dwight.
But that means a lot, and it means it means that he does care, because he just said that it was something he did because that was something you wanted, and not necessarily something that he felt because people don't do that nowadays. But that was important to you, so that's good.
Yeah.
Very good, son.
Yeah, it was hard to keep it all
Quiet.
Yeah, she's very nosy.
You did a really good job.
Tell him you pay attention to details. You're not nosy.
Very nosy. Very. So, I mean, booking flights, getting her parents out here, Airbnb.
Turning your location on and off without me knowing.
The location
Pockets,
stuff.
he put his ring in, or my ring in your wallet. Cause he was like, I don't want you feeling my pocket and feeling the box. And I was like, that's smart.
That she would do that.
Cause I would like go like that, like, oh, what is that? Less of like, it's just a big object in your pocket.
Everything, yeah.
Literally.
Well, hey, all right. Well, now you know he know how to make a surprise.
Yeah.
Cause he knows you. He
She would
knows
ask
you,
me
and that's
like,
good.
you keep secrets from me? I said, sure do. Yep.
You stopped letting me go through your phone, not because I was like being nosy, but like I would hold his phone and then he'd be like, no, thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about after the wedding. After the wedding.
But before we do that, let's set it up. This guy had been moving his stuff out a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
So when he got married, when he said I do, he did. He never came back home.
Yeah.
And I was so sad at first.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't come back home like come get the rest of my stuff. No, he was
Yeah.
already moved in, and
I didn't even have a mattress tonight.
No.
I was too open.
yeah, he never came back home.
After the wedding.
After the wedding, we came home and what did we
Counting
do?
money.
Because y'all was leaving the next day.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Or 2 days.
Oh,
2
same,
days,
yeah.
Yeah.
So we like opened all our cards and like our gifts, and we were just excited. And then for me, my mental thought was like, okay, cool, he's here. I wonder what time he's going home. Like, is he going
Yeah.
home soon? Because
Yeah.
normally, anytime you come over, he goes right home. It could be whatever time I know he's leaving.
Yeah.
And so I was like, okay, he's here. He's here for a long time. Like, he's here forever.
Forever. Not a long time, forever.
He lives here.
This is his home now, too.
Like, he put his toothbrush down to charge, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. It was I feel like that like it was still like a high, it was still fun. It was still like, okay, cool, like kind of sleepovery. But I think like once we like got in the bed, it was like, oh, like you're sleeping here and I'm sleeping here.
Yeah.
And like she asked me, I think after we got home, like, do you after the honeymoon? She was like, do you feel like it's a sleepover? I said no, because I don't have anywhere to go. Like the room at my parents' house is empty, so there's nothing for me there.
Yeah.
So like
Nice.
a sleepover, like like a sleepover. It's like I can call my parents and be like, pick me up.
Right.
I can't, and there's nowhere for me to go. So
Come on, buddy.
I'm like, there is no, it's not a sleepover, but yeah, it was definitely interesting trying to like adjust to not living at home.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I was brought home at like 4 months at that house, so
Yeah.
I've been there my whole life. Yeah, I've been in the same bedroom my whole life, frankly. So
And then you a person that like your own space, and I'm sure Danny's
And
like
Danny
that as
too,
well.
because Danny's lived. How long have you lived by yourself with
Like-
no roommate?
3.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's just some adjustment, that had to be made. You weren't sleeping over here, so it was like, okay, yeah, you didn't have people spending the night. You wasn't spending the night. You had your own space to do your own thing. So yeah, I'm sure that would be an adjustment.
Because at home, when Joshua get tired, he go up to the room. Well,
Right.
You can't do that no more. You go to the room, close the door, and
And I open it right then.
right.
What you doing, huh? But okay, so do you think that, like, early in our marriage, of course, I come from a whole different background of before I got married than you do. And so for me, it was like, okay, we gotta be together all the time. Okay, we gotta be watching TV together. We gotta be doing this together. We gotta be doing that together. That's how she is too.
No,
She was. Look at her trying to grab my hand right now.
that wasn't.
That's okay. Y'all still knew we would. But I had to grow into thinking it's okay to spend time apart. Like, it's okay. But it took me some time to figure that out because, I'm not going to say I had the best examples before I got married. And so I didn't know what it looked like to be a wife. I didn't know, and you may feel like you don't know what it's like to be a wife, but you have different examples than what I had. And so I'm like, oh, we just gotta We always gotta be together. We gotta do everything together. We gotta have the same hobby. I don't like drum corps, but I'm going because I'm his wife and I'm supposed to be there with him. You know, that kind of thing. But I had to learn that that's not necessarily the truth. Like, it's okay to have different interests. It's okay for him to wanna look at TV and I'm upstairs looking at something else. It's okay.
Yeah.
Funny story about that. I like so when we first, probably like the first month, maybe a month and a half. Like we would kind of like on the weekend wake up together. It's like so I'm waiting for her to wake up because I get up before her, or I wake up before her, and so I'm sitting just laying in the bed like.
You don't get up.
So then like a couple weeks ago, I just got up. I was like, why do I do that? Like, I got up, came in here, got the blanket, laid on the couch. She walked out. Why are you out here?
Cause usually you wake up, you wait for me to wake up.
I'm like, cause I wanna be. It's like, oh, okay. Like, I'll be here.
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Right.
Yeah, but it's just learning. I think, you know.
Your mom was used to do the same thing. Like, you getting up? Yeah. Right. Because I got to get up.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, if I get up and just go to the couch, lay on the couch,
Right.
I got to get out this bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I can sleep longer
Yes.
than he can.
On Saturday, I came home at 2. Shoot, that was late.
I woke up.
I'm like, what's going on?
Made
Are you
breakfast.
okay?
Well, let me just tell you how that's gonna change when you have children.
Cause take it on.
Cause before, man, shut the door. It's gonna be noon before I get up. But then, yeah.
That's the truth, Ruth.
Yeah. I'm like, shut the door, and I'll get up when I get up. But yeah, that.
But
changes. But now I wake up early. It's like,
she can sleep till noon and she can't.
yeah.
Because
I have to
she's
be like really
conditioned now.
tired. Yeah, I have to be really tired. I'll wake up at like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and be up for an hour, and then I'll go back to sleep, and then wake up a little bit later. But yeah. So what has been the hardest thing to get used to for you, Danny? What's been the hardest thing to get used to?
Josh's cleaning organization style.
Okay.
I think Josh is organized, and clean, but organization takes preference or precedence.
So he messier than you.
In little ways.
I know.
No, I think I just got so used to my own way of living and like my own way of organizing things that like I didn't make room for his way of doing things. And so then he would like do things and I'd be like, that's not how we do that here. And so then it was like back. It's just having to get used to that and also like unlearning some like cultural things that I was taught and like being like him understanding and being okay and then responding like I understand but you don't have to do that. Your parents aren't here. Like nobody is here, so you can leave the dishes in the sink for a night. It's okay, or like you don't have to clean on a constant schedule. And so that was like the hardest part because he's like, it's fine, like it will get done. I'm like, no, we got to get it done on today, which was probably our latest argument. So,
okay, Josh, what's been the hardest thing to get used to?
Probably that.
Yeah.
But it's not like it's not the same of like. She has this way of doing things. It's for me. It's just like, I heeded the warning of like, don't bring in what your parents taught you. Like that's not like learn your own way. And so for me, like trying to make sure that like she gets on board with that of like, it's okay. Your parents are in New Jersey. You're not gonna get a whooping because there's a dish in the sink. It's really okay. You know, and so. For me, like just learning how to not get so angry or get like quick to be like irritated by stuff like that, but also like not just like lay down and not say anything.
Yeah.
Because like there was one week I felt so anxious for her to come home because I work from home, so like it almost became an expectation for me to make sure the house is clean, before she got home, and I'm like, dang, mom is on her way. I'm about to get in trouble. And it's like, wait, no, I'm grown. This is my wife, so
Right.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
So like having that conversation was important, and you know, it's like picking the battle. It's like, do I actually feel like having this conversation and having to deal with whatever she got to say about it or whatever? But it was helpful because now we have like a better understanding, and it doesn't have to be so systematic of like it has to be this. And I think what she meant by like me being organized but like less clean is like the dishes are stacked in the sink. They're not all over the place, so like it doesn't look clean, but it's organized. It's put away. Like the living room's clean, but it's not like vacuumed. You know what I'm saying? So
you can't see the lines in the carpet.
exactly. And so for me, I was just telling her like it's okay for us to have like a get it done attitude instead of the like Saturday is 7 a.m. gospel music, check the box. Like we don't have to do that. Like, we don't have no kids. Like it's okay. As long as it's clean, as long as stuff gets done, and as long as we're okay with whatever is going on, and we communicate about that stuff.
I think it's important though to establish a routine, right, before the kids get here. Because once the kids get here, it's gonna be that much harder. So you guys gotta find what works for you. I always say that, because we look at our parents' marriages or other people's marriage that we look up to, and we look at them and we think, I'm gonna model after that. But you can't be that because God didn't make you them. He only made one me, he made one her, one of them. You guys have to establish your own home. What works for you guys? A lot of times, and I say this all the time, I wholeheartedly agree, because I did it to Michelle. You come in with, as a man, you come in with how your mom did things. Well, your wife is not your mom. Because I want Michelle to cut that whole chicken up. That's how my mama did it. We didn't buy chicken in pieces.
I was like, I don't know how to cut a whole
She didn't know how to cut the chicken. So now we have to pick our battles, right? We have to pick our battles with the compromise. We have to do what works for us. So then I said, well, shoot, if I want this whole cut chicken, I'm about to do it myself because she don't do that. So I had to learn how to do it. I did it for a little while, and I said, we ain't gonna do that.
Right.
Buy them pieces. Right. Yeah. That's my mama came from another time.
Right.
So it's good. It's good to establish.
The original question that you guys were gonna ask was expectations.
Yeah.
And I think for me, or for both of us, but you can say, but was we had this expectation of even dating, like we're like, oh, we're best friends. It's gonna be so easy. It's gonna be so simple. We know everything about each other. You don't do nothing that's gonna be mad. Like,
because I already know you.
Right. Just foolishness. Dumb. Way off. So I think that expectation obviously changed. I think when we actually started dating, but then with marriage, it was like, okay, we argued for 3 years straight, so I think we'll be all right when we get married. And it was like,
we haven't argued as much.
Not as much for sure. But it's still like, oh, like it's new stuff because we live together now.
Right.
Yeah.
I think you guys have your perspective is good because you have all these things that you built up to marriage. Most people, we didn't have that. We didn't have, the friendship first. We didn't have, the foundation of faith first. We didn't have, parents that we could look at that was married and, they've been through stuff and we saw them come through stuff and now, okay, we have kind of a frame of reference and you guys do. So I think that you guys will have, even though there are things that you have to adjust for each other, there are things that you're still going to have to learn until the day you die. You're going to still be learning things about each other. But you have a better chance at success because of the foundation you have, and I've told Joshua this, it's so important. And, for us, we're so proud of the relationship you guys have. We're so proud of, you know, how you did it, you know, to come to the point you came to now. We're so proud of that, you know, because y'all did it better than we did it. And that's, as parents, that's what we want. You know, we want you to be successful, and we want to, you know, I'm still showing wedding pictures, you know, and oh, did I show you? I told you my son was getting married. Did I show you the picture? No, I'm still doing that, you know, because we're so proud of just the way you guys did it. Because in this day and time, young people don't do it that way. Now, you guys have a circle of friends that are doing, you know, well, and you guys are all serving God together, and that's great. But we didn't come from that, you know. So for this to be our legacy it's amazing, and we are so grateful to God, you know, for this.
Having a Christ-centered relationship, Christ-centered marriage is something that you definitely can build on. That's the solid rock, the solid foundation, because you have Christ. You have Christ as your foundation.
So, do you guys have anything planned, like any big plans for 2024?
Don't get pregnant.
That's the big plan.
Right.
Next year, 2025, we should have a new baby.
Maybe at the end of it, yeah.
Big plans, just we have financial goals that we're working towards. My car will be paid off tomorrow.
Nice.
Hey, hallelujah.
So just, I guess, financial goals, really.
Yeah.
That's really it.
Danny's back in school.
I am.
So,
For a few months.
okay. That's good. Yeah.
Will you guys have any questions for us?
It'll come later, huh?
Yeah.
But anyway, so guys, we just want to thank you for joining us.
Thank you for letting us in.
Thank you guys for having us here and
Letting us be nosy.
letting us get in the business a little. And nobody's gonna see it.
Right. Nobody.
This is just between us.
Got it.
Yes. But,
now you guys are off to a fantastic start,
yes.
and we're super proud of you too. And we're not gonna be in your business. We ain't gonna be those type of in-laws.
I'm not already.
Listen, hey, in-laws can end marriages too, if you allow it.
Yeah.
If you allow it. So when you guys is having problems and stuff,
Take it to the Lord first.
take it to the Lord. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with reaching out when you need help or you need to talk to somebody. But you take it to the Lord first. And you take it to the Lord together. And that's, you know, it's a big thing to remember that your spouse is not
Your enemy.
your spouse is not your enemy. So
Although it feel like it sometimes.
it feels like it, but you guys are not an enemy. You know, God brought you together. He has blessed this union, and you guys need to remember that God has, you have each other, and that's first and foremost. God, then your spouse, then everything else come after that. And remember that.
So in closing, you have anything, Michelle?
We love you.
We love you too.
You guys have anything? No?
Right.
None?
No.
Okay, well, listen guys, thank you for clicking on this video.
Yeah.
As you can see, we
Right.
are not easily broken.
That's right. Yep. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.
And leave a comment,
yes.
words of encouragement for these two young
Yes.
couples.
That'd be great. Yes. Yes.
All right,
yes.
guys. Till the next time.
Take care. Bye.